For me, it's quite clear distinction before we met Keboola and started working with you guys, and after, because it's say totally different companies. I run. It's my first company in Europe, and it's kind of funny because when I founded the first one, there was only a handful of people that could work with data because everything was in MySQL database, and whoever could write commands was able to get the data. And obviously, as number of people grew, it became a huge pain because there was a lot of requests, and it was just people writing commands all the time, and the data were in the sort of wrong structure, so you had to rewrite the commands, and it was very time consuming. Also, when we wanted to introduce new data source, weather or AdWords campaigns, it was painful because we had to write API calls and somehow plug it into our data warehouse and mix and match. And from today's perspective, it seems like an ancient way of doing things. The company was very slow. The decisions were made based on feeling rather than data, because getting data was painful. And in sort of fast-growing environment, this was a showstopper. So I was looking for a solution. I'm at Keboola, guys, which which is really great because for the first time, someone really talked my language, and that was quite rare because I was very data driven, and it helped us to almost bring democracy to the data. I now run a company where everyone can get access to any kind of data we collect. We are very democratic about it. That brings us huge flexibility and huge speed when we are making decisions, when we are trying new things, because it's super easy to teach someone with any kind of tool as well, because we are experimenting with tools, but the backend infrastructure, Keboola, it's just the same. So we don't have to change anything. We just plug in new tool and do things. So we actually started with good data many years back, and we are running on Tableau. But the work on infrastructure was actually virtually non-existent because we just switched it in Keboola. And as we grow in complexity and we add people with different expertise, they have different demands on data sources and quality of data. And having Keboola is a huge asset because it simplifies things. New internet marketing specialist comes, they want to use new tools, whatever, and we just switch it on in Keboola, connect, and here we go, we can analyze straight away. And the hardest part of doing this for me was remembering how hard it was before, because it's been really long cooperation. This relationship is what, 8-10 years maybe almost, right? And it's very rare to have a supplier for this long in this business. And I truly believe, well, in fact, I know there's going to be another 10, because it's how we do things, and it's how any company should do things, not the old way, slow way.
Fast, forever. So much. Thanks for this. I really admire, what you have created. I remember when we first kind of met, and remember I was doing software on university here, and you were sitting there just a young founder, right? I was like, wow, this is going to be a star of Europe. And actually, Bruno, you built 3 huge businesses. With the first one, you actually knocked down the group on the markets that you were successful. They never actually, had a chance to compete. But the second one, you actually brought down to Delivery Hero.
Yeah, it's been great, right? And now in the grocery business, it's even faster. So
complexity of your new business is like amazing. Like just for guys who don't know, Tomas just built business that he delivers food, groceries, basically, anything you can buy at Walmart, for example, Whole Foods, basically he delivers within 45 minutes, and that's just like incredible. Like you get it there, and so like I know a little bit how complicated it is on the back end, the warehouse, physical warehouse, logistics, marketing, and everything. And one thing I've observed that you guys do, you actually are very good with collaboration or crowdsourcing, work on data. You have other companies working with you, right? How has been, that experience using Keboola for that collaboration?
I mean, actually, without Keboola, it wouldn't be possible because you just have to, if you want to partner and collaborate, you have to give people or your partners data source they know, and because Keboola is at least in this country quite well known, you can work with many people who can connect. And I mean, I strongly believe in partnerships. I think it's the right way of doing things because you multiply yourself. There are only infinite things you can do yourself alone. So this has been great for us because you get smart people from this university and smart people from that university and this company that's expert in this particular field, and then they can all work together, and that's amazing. That's where the real magic happens.
That's really awesome. Really, like it's such a pleasure to work with founders and CEOs who really like get the value of data, democratization, and the collaboration aspect. Because that's what we see more and more. The pieces in collaboration. Yeah. So that's been awesome. Like thanks very much for for sticking around and giving us a lot of feedback. And yeah, let's do it next time. And we will improve and
looking forward to it. Thanks, Pavel, and see you soon.
Thanks. Bye bye.